Ken Collins with Fight Hype, and I am joined with Sebastian Fundora. Good seeing you again. How's it been?
It's been good. It's been good. You know, just enjoying a little bit of rest, but we're going back into the ring soon, so
Perfect.
we're ready.
Do we know how soon we get back in the ring?
Fall time. Yeah.
Okay. So we know some things are in the works. Can't talk about it right now, but we know we can expect to see you soon.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I gotta get your thoughts. What do you think about the boots in Ennis.I?
Sebastian Fundora quickly responded after Jaron Boots Ennis delivered another dominant performance, but the biggest question in boxing remains whether this huge fight will actually happen. After his impressive win, fans immediately wanted to know who Boots would face next, and he wasted no time making his choice. Boots clearly stated that Sebastian Fundora was the opponent he wanted most. There was no uncertainty or backup plan. Fundora was his target from the beginning. Many fans agreed because the matchup brings together two world-class champions with completely different fighting styles, making it one of the most exciting and meaningful fights in the division. Soon after Boots publicly called him out, all eyes turned to Fundora to see how he would respond, fueling even—
I just want you to be ready. You're gonna be chasing shadows, brother. Bro, your head is humongous. I'm not gonna miss. Alright, you tripping. Alright. Yo, you is tripping.
Bro, I got pinpoint accuracy. I'm not gonna miss.
June 27th.
I'm not gonna miss.
27th. The
not
kid is
gonna
gonna
miss.
show you why he's the kid. I hear you.
even more excitement and debate across the boxing world. As soon as Boots called out Sebastian Fundora, reports began circulating that both teams were in talks to make the fight happen. The news immediately sparked excitement across the boxing community. Fans flooded social media with predictions. Experts analyzed how the two styles would match up, and many believed they were about to witness one of the biggest fights of the year. Everything appeared to be heading in the right direction, until the situation suddenly changed. Just days later, Fundora's team announced that he would not be facing Boots next, and would instead defend his title against his mandatory challenger. The decision left many fans frustrated and confused. They questioned why a champion would turn down such a high-profile fight, especially with Boots remaining undefeated, building tremendous momentum, and rapidly becoming one of boxing's biggest stars. A showdown with Boots promised huge attention, a much larger payday, and the chance for the winner to establish themselves as the top fighter in the division instead of accepting the challenge. Sebastian Fundora decided to take a different direction, and that choice immediately drew criticism from fans and boxing analysts. Many began wondering if he was avoiding the toughest test of his career. Later, Fundora admitted that the announcement from his own team gave people the wrong impression. In an interview, he acknowledged that the situation made them look bad.
Great fight, entertaining. I didn't watch all of it, I just saw the highlights, but from the highlights I saw, it seemed like the third round and the stoppage were what the fans wanted.
Do you think he quit? A lot of rumbling is that Ennis quit. From what I saw, it was kind of like he kind of saw his corner was going to be like, yeah, we're calling it. He's like, he was more accepting of it than anything.
Yeah, I guess it's just like you said, accepting. You know, I wouldn't call him a quitter, man. He was a world champion. He was a unified world champion. So to call him a quitter, it's like a low blow. You know, boxers aren't quitters. All boxers want to fight each other. All boxers want to prove themselves. And to call him a quitter is not the way to do it.
Is there something to be said about kind of like knowing and protecting yourself? Because one of the things is protect yourself at all times and not taking more damage is protecting yourself.
Absolutely. He's still 23 years old and he has a lot of time left in his career. So, I mean, you see an alligator in front of you and you back up from it. Are you considered a quitter? No, you want to live for another day. So, you know.
And explained that defending against his mandatory challenger had always been the plan. However, he said he was unhappy with how quickly that information was released because it led many people to believe he had no interest in fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. According to Fundora, the timing of the announcement was the biggest problem. Even so, many fans remained unconvinced, arguing that the real issue wasn't when the news came out, but the decision to pass on one of the biggest fights available in the division. Many fans argued that the timing of the announcement wasn't the real issue. It was the decision itself. Whether the news was released immediately or weeks later, the result remained the same. The fight everyone wanted was no longer happening. That's why many people believe blaming the timing doesn't address the biggest question of all. Why turn down the biggest opportunity available? The criticism grew even louder as fans looked back at Fundora's recent career. Some pointed to previous title decisions and wondered if this was another case of passing on a difficult challenge in favor of a safer option. Those questions only intensified the debate surrounding his future. Meanwhile, Jaron "Boots" Ennis continues to build his reputation, staying undefeated.
He let it be known. He was transparent about the mandatories next.
Right away, huh? Right away.
Yeah,
I mean, oh man, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That move, Samson. But I mean, it is what it is. It's the truth. I remember he called us right after because I mean we were upset about that. Like, I mean, we knew what was gonna happen, but I mean you had to do it right away and drop that bomb. I mean, it made us look like punks. I didn't like that. I mean, we're willing to fight these guys. We're willing to fight anybody, man. But
and proving with every performance why so many believe he is one of the most dangerous fighters in the division. Jaron "Boots" Ennis has continued doing what he's always done, staying focused and taking on anyone willing to face him. Instead of making excuses or waiting around, he keeps proving himself inside the ring. His confidence has remained the same in every interview, where he repeatedly says he believes he's the best fighter in the division and wants to face every champion. That mindset is one of the biggest reasons fans continue to support him. Boots isn't looking for easy opponents or simple title defenses. He's chasing the toughest fights, world championship belts, career-defining victories, and the chance to prove he's the top fighter against the biggest names in boxing. The only problem is
for making him look bad by coming out and revealing what they were already planning on doing. He says in the interview, it's true, but he didn't have to drop that bomb so early. What is the damn difference if everyone is expecting Jaron Ennis versus Sebastian Fundora? What's the difference if you drop the bomb now and tell people the truth, or you do it later on? You still had no plan and no interest of fighting Jaron Ennis next, and that's the fight that everyone was expecting, and that's the fight that everybody wanted. Fundora has nobody to blame but himself. You guys have to remember, Fundora is a WBC champion. First of all, he had 2 belts before, just in case you guys didn't know. The reason why he only has 1 belt now is because he vacated the other belt. You know why he vacated that belt? Because They became his mandatory, right? So now he's fighting some nobody who's his mandatory. He has no problem fighting this nobody as his mandatory. But when it came to They being his mandatory, he vacated the belt. And like I said, with him being a WBC champion and with him being Mexican, half Cuban, as corrupt as the WBC is, we all know that
finding opponents ready to accept that challenge has become increasingly difficult, even as each dominant performance strengthens his reputation. Every dominant performance from Jaron "Boots" Ennis continues to raise his reputation, but it also seems to make potential opponents more hesitant to sign the contract. That has become one of the biggest frustrations for boxing fans today. Many believe the sport is at its best when elite fighters meet in the ring, while both are still at the peak of their careers. Waiting years for dream matchups often leads to disappointment and leaves fans wondering what could have been. That's exactly why the rumored Boots versus Sebastian Fundora fight generated so much excitement before falling apart. It wasn't just another title fight. It was a showdown that had the potential to answer some of the biggest questions in the division and determine who truly belongs at the top.
you know, the way he did it, I mean, it's unfortunate that he lost, but it's just how the cookie crumbled.
Yeah. So, the division's heating up a little bit. So there's you, Josh Kelly, and now Boots with the belts. Out of those two, who would you want to fight first?
I'll bring whoever, man. We were in talks for Josh Kelly, but Josh Kelly wanted to fight in July in England.
With Sebastian Fundora seemingly out of the picture, the biggest question now is who Jaron "Boots" Ennis will face next. Fortunately, there are still several exciting options available. One of the most talked about names is Vergil Ortiz Jr., with reports suggesting there is genuine interest in making that fight happen. Fans would eagerly welcome the matchup because both fighters are undefeated, known for their aggressive styles, and have earned reputations as dangerous knockout artists. It's the type of fight that could quickly become one of the biggest events in boxing. However, just like the Fundora situation, one major hurdle remains. The fight can only happen if both sides agree to sign the contract. If Ortiz chooses a different path, Boots will have to consider other opponents. Another name that continues to be mentioned is Josh Kelly, a skilled champion who could also provide a strong challenge. On paper, it's another quality matchup that would allow Boots to stay active, face top-level competition, and continue strengthening his legacy while pursuing even bigger opportunities. Although Jaron "Boots" Ennis has several strong options, none of them generate the same level of excitement as a fight with Sebastian Fundora. The biggest reason is the contrast in their styles. Fundora's towering height, long reach, and relentless pressure create problems that very few fighters in the division can match. Boots, meanwhile, brings incredible speed, excellent footwork, outstanding ring IQ, and serious knockout power. A clash between those two styles would answer many of the questions fans have been debating for months. Could Boots overcome Fundora's size and reach? Could Fundora deal with the speed, timing, and accuracy of one of boxing's most complete fighters?
Plans to fight again this year, and also, who are you targeting with your next bout?
Yes, I do want to fight one more time this year. Shoot, if I could fight 2 more times this year, why not? But whoever, you know, we have this fight for the WBO next week. No, Zayas. I want to see that fight. I want to see the outcome of that fight. Maybe we'll capture that title again.
Those answers can only be found inside the ring. For now, however, that matchup remains on hold. Despite the disappointment, Boots doesn't seem interested in waiting indefinitely, and everything suggests he is ready to move forward with the next big challenge in his career. Jaron "Boots" Ennis has made it clear that he wants to stay active, keep collecting world titles, and prove himself against anyone willing to step into the ring. That is exactly the attitude fans expect from a fighter who truly believes he is the best in the world. Meanwhile, the pressure on Sebastian Fundora continues to grow. Every time Boots delivers another impressive victory, more fans call for the fight to happen. If both champions continue winning, it will become increasingly difficult to justify keeping them apart. Sooner or later, the boxing world will expect them to settle the debate inside the ring. That's why many believe this story is far from over. It could just be getting started. Mandatory title defenses will eventually be completed. Champions will move on with their schedules, and new opportunities will continue to emerge, leaving the door open for this highly anticipated showdown to finally become a reality.
And in all these things, so that fight fell off, but I mean, by the time Boots became champion, unified champion, we already had this fight lined up with the mandatory. So, but I like both of those fights. I like both of them. Next year, man. Well, we always been like the past 4 years been fighting in March. I'll see you guys in March. Hit me up. I'll see you guys in March.
Oscar was online. He was alluding to that. He's in talks with Virgil and Boots happening. Maybe you fight your mandatory and you get the winner of one of those two.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great fight. I think that's a fight boxing wanted to see as well too. So you know, put anybody with Fundora, it'll be a good fight.
All right. Obviously, you're gonna feel like you're the top of your division. After you, who do you feel is like the guy in your division?
I guess Ennis with his last win. You know, I mean, he looked good. He looked good doing his thing. He looked like he had fun as well. So it's nice to see I mean, he's been a champion before, but a fresh face in 154.
Okay, all right. And then say the talks you go through with Boots and Virgil. Who you got in that fight?
I favor Virgil. I mean, we saw that third round. That was enough for me to see what I needed.
As champions fulfill their mandatory obligations and new opportunities emerge, boxing has a history of bringing the biggest fights back to the negotiating table. If that happens, Sebastian Fundora may no longer have a reason to postpone what many believe would be the toughest test of his career. For Jaron "Boots" Ennis, the goal remains unchanged. Keep winning, continue improving, and keep putting pressure on every champion in the division. Every dominant victory strengthens his reputation and makes it harder for anyone to overlook him. Whether the next opponent is Sebastian Fundora, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Josh Kelly, or another top contender, Boots looks ready to face anyone willing to accept the challenge. The only question that remains is who will actually step into the ring with him. Talent has never been the issue, confidence has never been in doubt, and preparation has never been lacking. The only thing left is finding an opponent ready to prove themselves against one of boxing's most dangerous champions. The only thing standing between boxing fans and these blockbuster matchups is getting the biggest names to agree to face each other. Until that happens, the debate will continue. Some people believe Sebastian Fundora's decision is understandable because of mandatory title defenses and the business side of boxing. Others argue that true champions should always chase the biggest and toughest fights, especially when their legacy is at stake. One thing, however, is beyond doubt. Jaron "Boots" Ennis has made his intentions crystal clear. He wants the biggest fights, the toughest opponents, and every opportunity to prove that he belongs among the very best in the sport. Now the boxing world is waiting to see which champion is willing to accept that challenge. If the top fighters are serious about proving they are the best, sooner or later they will have to step into the ring with Boots and settle the debate where it matters most. if the biggest names continue facing the toughest competition. Boxing fans could soon get one of the most exciting championship fights in years. But if these matchups keep being delayed, the criticism from fans and experts will only become stronger. For now, all attention remains focused on the super welterweight division as everyone waits for the next major announcement. Whether the next opponent is Sebastian Fundora, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Josh Kelly, or another elite contender, one thing is becoming clearer with every fight. Jaron Boots Ennis has become one of the most talked about fighters in boxing. Yet very few opponents seem willing to step into the ring and test themselves against him.
See, but it'll be an entertaining fight, that's for sure.
All right. And obviously we're here for a press conference between Rolly and Teofimo. Man, talk to me about how you think this fight is going to go, and give me a slight prediction on it.
I have a 50-50, you know, because Rolly's big, Rolly's strong. Rolly's been there already, a three-time division champion or something like that. But I mean, Teofimo undisputed too. He was all these things, I think Teofimo's smarter. I think he's a smarter fighter. I think he's a faster fighter. It's just how comfortable will he be at 147 with the big guy like Rolly, right? Rolly's big for 147, and he just came up to that weight class too. So we'll see. It's a 50-50 for me.
50-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly either way.
50-50, I'm going for Teofimo.
50-50 going for T. Okay, we'll take that
Yeah,
one. We'll take
yeah.
that one. If it's a knockout, who gets the knockout?
Probably Rolly.
Okay.
Probably Rolly,
So Rolly, if it's a knockout,
Yeah.
it goes this into
Yeah, yep.
All right, and then your thoughts on PBC joining the zone? Do you think you can get more fights made now?
Absolutely.
That pretty much everybody is on there.
It makes sense to me. You open the app, you see Fundora, you see Boots, you see all these guys, all these names. I mean, it has to happen. It has to happen now. You know, there's no excuses no more.
All right. Again, thank you for your time. I'm gonna let you enjoy the festivities. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.